What's that? I'd much prefer to think he was a moron. Did the world a favour. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. They used to stop, I'm sure they used to stop. Maybe it's one of the mods I've got conflicting with something. But I'm sure they used to stop. I've been behind cars and motorbikes in this game that stop instead of just instantly go on in front of someone. And he had a bike too. Look, all his mates coming out for vengeance now. Look, one, here comes another one. Where's that trucker? Where's that trucker? Probably not saying trucker, probably sounding similar, but this is a PG stream after all. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're on a bike. You could have zapped off really quick to avoid that accident. I'm assuming that, I think it's a safe bet that they didn't check their mirrors at all. They clearly didn't know I was right there. Look, another one, 3. Look, 1, 2, 3. Is that a scooter? Oh no, it's like a little 250 or something, 250cc or something. No, now they're boxing me in. Look, I would have stopped, but I'm on contract. I would have lost money. I've already been hit twice. Well, I hit someone and then someone hit me. So... Oh, now see, they're trying to entrap me to hit this one. Get me twice. There's probably no video evidence in the other one. He's probably keeping an eye on the front one. See, look at that. Braked right there. I saw the brake lights. That one's probably filming. Got a GoPro. Yeah, this trucker, we've got evidence this trucker is trying to kill us. Oh, see. Come on, bike. Why are you slowing down for no reason? Yes, I am feeling better, thank you, Dave, and welcome to the stream, matey. How are ya? I hope all is good in your neck of the woods. Yeah, feeling better, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Well, actually, to be honest, I was in half of mine, not 2, but I thought, hey, no, better. Can't have too many days off. Some people out there actually subscribe to me. It'd be a bit of a rip-off. I think it's a bit of a rip-off anyway, even when I do stream 6 days a week and you paid for that. But, you know, some people, Dave, some people. There's the busy patch over and done with for you. I'm currently being stalked, I don't know if you saw it, but I had a motorcyclist ran right in front of me and then got launched actually. Some take off just to the left of me and then land further up the road in the middle of the motorway in between the medium bit. I was at least a long hours ago. So yeah. And because I didn't stop, I just carried on. But there's no way that poor fella survived that, and all of a sudden I've just got bikes all around me, 3 up there, and another one behind me now, and I swear they're trying to entrap me. I had one beside me, one in front of me, and another one behind me. And I think one of them had a GoPro on them, and the other one tried to get me to crash into them because they brake checked me. Because I don't think there was any video evidence, and I think they think I purposely tried to run them. And that motorbike definitely didn't check mirrors because had plenty of time to hammer down and take off before I ended up hitting them. Look at me discussing it like it would happen in real life. That's the type of simulator we're playing. That realistic. Oh god, this thing's gutless. Well, how long have we got to go? We've got an hour and 50. How long? About 15 minutes before I have my coffee. We should be able to get another job in. No. How much fuel have I got? Yeah, check it before you go past. Come on. Fuel level. Yeah, no, how many? That's not telling me how far I got to go. Oh, 335 kilometres. How far are we? 121. I should have enough fuel. There we go. Oh, the cops have found me now, have they? Nope. It's just a BMW with a roof rack. Maybe I need to clean the side mirrors. Because I swore that was cop. Well, if it is, I'm going to have to take a statement while we're driving. So I'll just shout it out the window. It's very simple. Drove in front of me. There was nothing I could do except for watching the takeoff and landing. End of statement. Oh, I also like to point out, Mr. Officer, I didn't run from the accident. I'm just on a deadline. Got a job to do after all. Why are you going slow? Actually, it's a lot nicer up in this. I just noticed the landscapes. Oops, sorry. Coughing fit. Couldn't get to the mic quick enough for the first part of it, so if I blew your eardrums out, I would say sorry, but you probably can't hear me. Sure, I plugged that in.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Keeping right, then exiting right as requested.
Right.
Yeah, the landscape up here is a lot greener. You can actually see the spring mod in work here almost. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that in aid of, buddy? Whoa. No, pick a lane and stick it. Ah. Oh. You do that to a fellow trucker, don't you? Tell you what, if I see you breaking down on the side of the road, I'm just gonna go, ah, have fun. I'm starting to think this thing actually cuts out the accelerator at 20,000 RPM Because it just sounds like, since I hit there, it sounds like I'm cruising more than anything else. God, this thing is so gutless. Well, obviously it is, because the green's in about 1500 ideally is when you want to change. Mr. Panda, yes, I'm doing better. Thank you for the second month subscription. Good, sir. We were just talking about you. There's a little joke for me and Dave there. We weren't actually talking about you, but No, hang on. Woo. Reverse up. Gosh darn it. I've forgotten about these toll booths with these blooming things over them. And now I've only got one option really. And that's to maybe, for first option would be keeping an eye on your trailer like any professional trucker would do. Secondly would be make sure you're in the right gear to take off. There we go. Yeah, we're doing well so far. Just it's a 50-point process, and cut people off. That's another good way of doing things. There we go. You're a truck. They'll stop. Yeah, they'll stop. Starting to worry that wasn't going to then. Alright, now you need to line it up so you don't hit the, whatchamacallit, a total of €2 was paid by my employer. Well, ain't you just generous? Get into gear. Right, so I suppose I'll repeat the news for those that are new here and probably might not have heard. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but currently SCS, the lovely developers of this wonderful game, are testing a multiplayer. They'll hopefully be adding to the game. And it is actually currently available for everyone who owns the game to try it out. And it comes with a lot of warnings. A lot of back up your save games, back up your profile. That's highly experimental at this point. You could find yourself without a computer the next morning.
And then exit right.
But yeah, so I say there's a 90% chance that multiplayer is coming as part of the base game. So no more having to go to Truckers MP if you don't feel like it. I say 90%. The thing is, you can access it at the moment if you want to. You've got to go. Whoa, brakes. You'll need to go to SES forums, and because I don't have a link for it at the moment, there's a forum post, which they did it on a forum post about the multiplayer. They didn't actually announce it because they don't want too many people. Whoopsie, wrong gear there, genius. Almost up for a Nobel Peace Prize with that brilliance. No, hey, that's... Jeez, he's Spanish. I'll tell you, I think it's just a Spanish thing here. They're pulling out in front of me all the time. What was I saying? Yes, yeah, they only released this sort of announcement on the forums and not tweeted it out or anything like that, because they just want to test it out with not being too full of people. Said the person who did a video on it, who's pretty much the #1 trucking sim guy that people watch. So his got on 500,000 subscribers, which I'd say the majority of them play this game, now know all about it. So But yeah, yeah, if you just go to the forums and completely read the forum posts that they've put on with all the warnings and stuff, so you can't complain if you try it out and then you lose stuff. And then you just need to put your game into experimental branch 1.41, and on the forum there is a code which you need to put in as well. And then you have the multiplayer options, and you can play with up to 8 friends if you so choose. Now I will say that well, it's experimental, so they're working on some things. There are some synchronizing issues to do with weather and stuff from what I can see. You all have to have the exact same map and cargo DLCs.
Take the second exit.
You cannot. If you start a multiplayer session or whatever it is, and you've got a friend that doesn't have a map DLC that you have, or a cargo DLC that you have, then you won't be able to join. And if you start a multiplayer session with those DLCs enabled, you cannot disable them, from what I can tell currently. That might change, that might be subject to change, of course, but what you can do is the person with the least amount of DLCs can be the host, and then everyone else can join them, because it doesn't matter if you're joining someone who's got less DLCs than you. That's fine as long as you've got the same DLCs that they've got. For the simply, if you've got the same DLCs that they've got, then you can join. Simple as that. Simple as that. And you get traffic and everything with it, unlike Truckers MP. And you won't get people running one unless you've got a mate who's likes to be a bit of a twit, but you won't get people running into you on purpose either, trying to create mayhem and havoc. Well, it took a little longer to get here than I thought, which is good, because I thought I might be able to get another drive in before I went to make my coffee, but this is pretty much right on the coffee time. So that sort of works out pretty good. Do I level up? I do. Well, and that's handy, isn't it? Just agree with me. So what I'll do is I'll go off and make myself a coffee, warm myself up a bit somehow, because it's getting colder and colder. Maybe I'll shut some windows. And while I'm doing that, I'll run an ad as usual, but whoever's in chat, and if you're still here when I get back, put in your suggestion of which one we should level up there. If you'd be so kind. That's all changed. Sorry, it's got distracted. Anyway, yeah, so I've got to do that. I'll be back in a second, and I'll see you guys when I get back. Right. So, no choices. I've got to make it myself, do I? Alright. Well, I'll go with my normal thing I do, which is work on long distance and high value cargo. And I will work on the eco driving actually. For the most part, I think I'll get them about halfway before I start working on one of the other ones, especially the eco driving. Because as I said before, I've got realistic fuel consumption on, so that's a must-have. Which I never really thought about it, to be honest. I've had the realistic fuel consumption on for a while, but it's not what I've had all the time. I've had this game since it's come out, and I think I last a couple of years maybe I've used realistic fuel. So eco driving was never on my high priority list of things to upgrade. I upgraded everything else first, and eco driving was because I just had points I could use, basically. But today I just realised that it's actually probably a good idea because I'm on realistic fuel consumption. Right, so now we're going to try and find a job back home. I doubt there will be one because I think I'm just out of the range that I can drive. But we've got to work our way back there. Oh, now the other thing too is I've been considering is my current stream times is 4 hours from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 6 o'clock my time. Now, winter time, I'm contemplating knocking that back to half an hour knocking it back half an hour to 5:30. Because it's just getting too cold and I need to get up and shut windows and stuff like that. And because it's dark by then as well, which doesn't help. Okay, so we got one to Lisbon, which is in Portugal, which is a totally different country. We need to stay in the same country. Here's another one. Back to where we came from. We don't have our company here by the looks of it, do we? And here's another one. Also back to where we came from. Clearly that's the only other place apart from Madrid so far that I found with our company that we're using. So anyway, yeah, so be aware that I'll change the schedule and everything else like that as well. The other thing too is it just makes it easier on me, as in case you're unaware, I have decided with these new games that I'm starting off with, actually that brings me on to another subject, Dyson Sphere, which I'll do after I finish this. First subject I'm on. Bumper view. It just makes it easier for me because now I'll be chopping these up. Oh, good old Scania. Oh, I'm glad I'm going to bumper view on that. I love the sound of this thing. And that little, oh, you can hear the blow valve just there. Ooh. Let's go. Let's get on the road. Yeah, so these will be now. Hang on a second, what am I hitting? I'm not hitting anything. Am I going the right way though? Oh, there's a good question. It says straight ahead. Where? Yeah, there. So why have you stopped on me? I haven't hit anything on that side. Or have I? I can't see I've hit anything on that side. I do see a ramp of some sorts. Is it a ramp? Quite possible. I don't see it there. I don't see anything that would have stopped me from getting out of there. Maybe the trailer. Possibly. Anyway, yeah, so with new games that I'm starting and streaming, there's always a VOD. If you miss out, you can go back and watch. But I thought I would chop them up into 35 to 40 minute segments and pop them up on YouTube. The first ones, which will be the first ETS stream, will be scheduled to go live or released or whatever it is this coming Thursday, a week from today. So Friday. So it'll be released the same day basically as I stream, but it'll be 2 hours, 2 weeks behind. Except for this first lot, because of my week off, I decided to knock it back. It was originally going to be released today, actually. I've got a funny feeling I've actually done it on a Thursday, not a Friday. I'm going to have to go back and check that. But anyway, they're going to be 2 weeks behind. But if I stop at a 5:30, it's just a lot easier because at the moment trying to get the right amount, a lot of them come up to 40 minutes. I wanted to do 6 episodes per stream. I had a Dyson Sphere one maybe, or maybe it was the ATS one. Of them I had to go to a 7 episode stream, break it up into 7 episodes or whatever it is. So the extra half an hour would make it easier because ideally I would prefer them to be half an hour, no more than 35 minutes. And that includes a little intro that starts up and the outro. And whether or not I go back to 6 o'clock during the summertime or just decide to stick it to a 5:30. I already do 6 days a week pretty much in the streaming department, and the risk of burning myself out I suppose would be ideal. Just stick to a 5:30 target instead of a 6 o'clock. Farming sim one I'm not sure about though. That might stay the same. Might be the rest of them.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Oh, I know I'm going to say this and then all hell's going to break loose. I'm going to crash and all that good stuff. But it's nice to be in a truck that I'm familiar with, gear-wise, and the way it handles and the way it looks, except this one doesn't have a digital display for the... speedo.
Exit now.
Speedometer. For telling you how fast I am going gauge. Alright, let's get into bumper view for this. Let's get the old small little mirrors. That's a great little mod. I'm so glad I came across that via Duxorley, via one of his regular stream watchers. That was a little close, wasn't it? Geez, anyone would think the way I'm driving that was Sunday. Come on, put your foot down. The good thing is I know exactly what speed I need to change the gears at. I know what gear can handle what speed, which is another bonus. Less thinking. I'm all about the less thinking.
Keep right.
Less thinking, more doing.
Exit now.
Oh, come on, change, don't give me a ticket, change, you should.
Keep left.
Going faster, I'm sure of it. You want to be up to speed when you get onto the open road.
Keep left.
I am keeping left. Why is it 70 kilometers an hour? Where's the schools? Where's the houses? Nothing. Jump it up. Warp Fact 12, come on. Yes, before any Star Trek fans come along and say the fastest you can go is warp factor 9.9, I know that. It's just saying. Warp factor 12 for the, for saying it. But yes, I'm well aware that theoretically you can't go any faster than warp 9.999 Mercury. Because apparently if you go warp factor 10, you basically end up where you started. In a flash. You don't go anywhere. And you do at the same time. Which always confused me, I have to admit, if you're Star Trek. This is for the Star Trek people. Where's me 12th gear? There it is. If that was the case, wouldn't that suggest that you go around the whole galaxy, done a whole circle of the galaxy? Then in that case, how come Star Trek never got out of the Alpha Quadrant? when they could do 9.9 before they got the restriction of the 6 warp speed or whatever it was. Yeah, I know I'm sounding like a big Trekkie fan here. I like Star Trek, but I'm not well into it. I just like the science behind it. I'm all about the science. I love my science. Well, anything to do with astrophysics and theoretical physics. Right, come on, let's get to 90. Come on, truck. You're making the Mercedes look good here, Scanner. You shouldn't be doing that. You got more power than this, I know you do. Well, actually, I don't know what engine's in this thing. It's probably not the most powerful one, is it? It's just the model. Doesn't mean the engine's a big V8. 730 kilowatt or whatever, a brake horsepower, whatever it is. 92, give me 92 so I don't get a ticket. There we go. Cruise control on 92. Right. Yes. There you go, look at all the flowers. There's the influence of that spring mod. Well, my first stream of this a couple of weeks ago before I was sick, I had the whoa there, horsey, woo. Now we've got a detour, do we? Or do we? We do. I thought I might be able to sneak. I'm not going to be able to sneak. Damn it.
Finding a new route.
Well, that'd be a handy thing, wouldn't it? Finding a new route. Yeah. Good on your GPS. Right. I forgot what I was saying before that all happened. The big excitement. Oh, the there we go. Look. All the flowers and that, yeah. Yeah, but I couldn't actually show that off to people who have never seen that mod or know of the mod. There's a guy that does spring, summer, early autumn, late autumn, winter, extreme winter, we could say, and mods. So I try to usually use them and flick through them. What I'm going to do with this stream is, let me in, is if every after 4 streams basically, whoops, concentrating on what you're doing. Oh, I am. No, you're not. It's basically swapping them over. So I'm doing spring, starting off in spring. I'm doing the same with ATS, and then after on the 5th stream of this, I will be chucking on the summer. Now, hopefully by the time we get round to winter, he's actually updated it for the latest version, for the 1.4. There's going to be a lot of backtracking going on here, I get the feeling. But yeah, but you couldn't see the model. It's just trying to show off what it looks like, and especially with the flowers and stuff in the springtime, and of course around Madrid and all that, it rather looks like Arizona, all dry and deserty. Not much vegetation around. Well, we finally get to see it, which is good. Which is absolutely good. Can I go which way? Which one? Doesn't matter. Why aren't you in gear? Because you're in... Right. Switch it down. Here we go. You're not even paying attention anymore, are you? No, I can't. They didn't show up. I've done it. I can't remember this. It's obviously a thing in Spain. I think the word is oops. Quite possibly. I think that is the word that I'm looking for, is oops. I'm trying to get through this. Is twice I've done this. This time I crashed, last time I didn't. No, come on. Let me in. There you go. No, thank you. Yeah, see, it's obviously a Spain thing, because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to these yellow signs over and you can't get through, because I couldn't see it. It seems like, oh, this is going to be tight, yeah. I'm worried about I'm keeping far to the right as I can because I'm worried about getting that side stuck. Don't care what I do to the truck for the moment. So all gone to crap anyway, so there's no point worrying about it anymore. Right, yeah. Obviously it's a Spain thing and I'm not used to that, and I'm pretty sure I looked for them and I didn't see them. They just showed up quite late. And I think as I'm streaming, it's the draw distance is a bit low. Than it normally is when I'm not streaming. Cocky04, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you aboard along with us. Hope you've been having a good week. Alright, we finally get to keep left. I'm keeping left. Alright, so we're just about to turn around and go back the way we came.
Keep right.
Keep right, keeping right. Keep on keeping right. Yeah, so I wonder how long it's going to take by the time I get to actually probably the same, I'm going to get to the same toll booth, and I would have forgotten about the signs by the time I get there, right? As per usual.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah, not too bad. I've been recovering from a bit of a sickness.
Turn right.
So it's the first time I've been able to stream in over 2 weeks. So it's, yeah, so far it's been a lot better this week than last week has. We can definitely say that so far. Despite a couple of hiccups, but that's life, isn't it? Right, so hopefully it's not going to take me right back into that detour again, which I've had it happen to me before in this game. Well, I've had it happen quite a few times actually.